So let's find out a little bit more about you, Pete. So you were at Exeter University,
Yep.
but you were in Falmouth or Penryn, I suppose technically.
Yes, yeah.
And when did
Lived in Falmouth, went to university in Penryn, but was at University of Exeter. It's very confusing.
and when did you graduate?
So graduated from undergrads in 2016, and then I sailed on to do a master's in biodiversity conservation at the same uni. So yeah, finished that a year later.
Oh, so you're
So
still relatively fresh out, aren't you? When you think about, I always think you've been doing it for
3
ages.
years. Yeah, 3
but
years out of uni.
but because I always think of you being at uni when I was, but obviously I was a bit before you, and then I met you at Bird Fair
That's
in
right.
a tent, and we liberated some
Raiding the champagne.
drink that I should just say it makes us sound like common thieves. It was there, and I think that whoever had it were done with it.
Well, exactly. It would have been a waste of voice.
We were recycling. But yeah, so you've not been out that long, but in that short amount of time, you've done a lot, haven't you? Really, you've been pretty busy.
Yeah. I'm still learning and listening and trying to go along. Like I still don't feel like I'm completely in it. And to be honest, I think no one ever really should, particularly when you're doing stuff in the natural world. Sometimes the imposter syndrome does hit quite massively in a lot of ways because you do think, oh God, what am I doing? I'm so fresh out of uni. But you just keep doing and you learn the best you can, listen as much as you can, as I say, and just go for it. The reason I think is the most important reason for doing this is because I just spent a lot of time volunteering while I was at uni and a year up between sixth form university as well, where I just did as much as I could volunteering around, learning from the people on the ground. And that's the most important thing. Has really been infused about it. So if anyone listening to this who is going for uni or about to start uni in some sort of course, I would say the most important thing is don't just do your degree and assume that's going to be it. In fact, that's the last thing people want. Spend as much spare time as you can volunteering, be it within societies at university or actually even more so in outside things, because there's lots of things, particularly in the conservation world, that will never get taught within uni. All the stuff I do with Derek now is because I volunteered there to begin with. I used to do a day a week there just doing the animal husbandry, like the waterfowl breeding program he has, the beavers, a lot of the animals he has for wildlife photography and film. And you would never get told how to do a reintroduction, how you breed waterfowls in a university degree, but that's important stuff.
Is there not a call for it at uni? I suppose.
Unfortunately, not. The waterfowl module is severely lacking. I think it's something to change. But that is, it's literally the most important thing. And the other thing which I think is really crucial, and again, they actually completely gloss over if you're doing a degree at uni, is the politics of it all. And I guess the politics is probably more applicable to conservation than it is to other natural sciences like behaviour and genetics and whatnot, where it will probably be limited within the academic world. But when you look at conservation, you're dealing with the politics of businesses which want nothing to do with the natural world. And that's where someone like me, who seeks to avoid conflict at all costs and just wants to sit in a nice woods or a nice wetland just watching wildlife be wildlife and ensuring that there's lots more of it in the future, which is why I went to conservation, to ensure there would be even more of it, can be a little challenging to start with, because suddenly you're thrown into the world you're trying to get away from, the human world where we yick and yak about this and the other, which doesn't really make any sense at the end of the day, but that's exactly how these things get done. So learning the ways of people is the most important thing, and particularly wilding. I mean, that's like